Hello, everybody. I am Dr. Leonardo of the Space Pianist. And welcome to the second streaming event for the ASTROBEAT space mission. ASTROBEAT is an innovative experiment that is testing a new technique to repair spacecraft hulls damaged in orbit by impacts with space debris. And as with it, also music. I am the project leader, both for the scientific and the artistic part, representing MCAST, the Malta College for Arts, Science and Technologies based in Malta. And on Monday, we had the first streaming event where there was the premiere of Moonseeds together with Tina Guo. And we presented the composition developed also in collaboration with Steve Mazzaro. Today, I am super happy of this second event because the focus is on the collaboration developed together with New York University, Abu Dhabi. And today there will be much more music presented. So not only will be premiered my composition, Black Sun, but also it will be presented a suite composed by Professor Carlos Guedes and two compositions selected through a space music contest by two very talented students that got, thanks to this project, the opportunity to have their music flying in space together with ASTROBEAT. ASTROBEAT is a compact experiment that currently is on board the International Space Station, and here in the interface in the top center you can see a photo of it, and has on board a computer with an SD card. This experiment is totally operated remotely from the control center that is based in Houston by Voyager Space. And before starting with the artistic part, I give the floor to Simone Filippo, which is an engineer from Voyager Space Europe, that will give a very short introduction, while the engineers in Houston, so Andy and Nicholas, get geared up to have the streaming of the first composition. And between each composition, there will be a short introduction for each one of them. So, hi, Simone.
Good morning, Marcello. See, Marcello, Leonardo, can you hear me?
Yes,
sorry,
I can hear you. Don't worry.
People here.
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear. Please.
Perfect. Thank you very much. It's such a pleasure to be here today. So yes, I'm technical analyst for Voyager Space. Together here we have, as you said, Andy and Nicholas from the operation teams. So Voyager Space basically is a company which promotes access to space, and we can do it through our ISS facilities. We have both internal and external facilities, and for the internal facilities, we have the one where ASTROBEAT is hosted in right now, and where operations are going to begin.
Okay, perfect. So this is important because after the streaming, for the public, there will be also a quick overview of how, from a practical point of view, a space mission like this works. Of course, the full process is very complex, but we will do our best to deliver the message and give everyone an overall idea. So thank you very much, Simone. And now I would like to have the official greetings from the director of engineering at MCAST, Dr. Steven Samut.
Yes. So you're hearing me okay?
Yes, perfect.
Very good. So welcome to you all to this presentation by Leonardo. Like I said on Monday, we're very happy to see this work which is being done in this area, both in terms of of arts and also in terms of science, because of course we are the college, the Malta College of Arts, Science and Technology. So it is in line with what we do as an institution. Of course, this is our first project as a leader. I mean, because we also had another one where we were collaborating, but this one is the first project as a leader where we are having this experiment in space. And we hope that to receive good results, both in the scientific field and of course in the arts field and in the music, which we are will be listening today in this live stream. Thank you, Leonardo,
Perfect.
and keep it up.
Thank you very much, Stephen. So now, while Andy and Nicholas in Houston, so also this live stream spans from Houston till Abu Dhabi, I will introduce quickly Black Sun. So Black Sun is my composition number 4 that is in space and soon will be premiered from space. For Black Sun, I wanted to do something different. And together with some experimental techniques with the piano, I also took some recordings done by NASA of the sound of a black hole. And of course, the first comment that comes to mind is, okay, Leonardo, but there isn't sound in space. This is not completely true, because sound waves are mechanical waves that propagates, for example, through air. This is how our ear can detect sound. NASA recorded the mechanical waves created by the disturbances originated by a black hole to the surrounding interstellar gas. This was a very, very low sound, several octaves below the human level perception, that was transposed to our audible range. I took those sounds and I morphed them and worked with them. And here you can see also the beautiful artwork done by an incredible artist that is Arise One, that I will introduce to you after the streamings of these musical compositions. Now, there is also something more. Black Sun will be available shortly after this streaming, but tomorrow there will be also the video clip of Black Sun that I developed in collaboration with an outstanding person, which is Dr. Merit Moore. Merit is the so-called quantum ballerina. She is another polymath that conjugates science and art. In fact, she is a quantum physicist and a professional dancer that at NYU is also distinguished artist in residence and professor. So we had the opportunity to combine our area of expertise, and I really can't wait tomorrow to show you the video that we will be premiering. So now I wanted to ask to Nicholas or Andy if you are ready.
We're ready.
Okay, perfect. So I kindly ask everyone to disconnect your microphone. So in a few seconds we can start with the premiering of Black Sun. Thank you very much, Nicholas. What you just listened was Black Sun, my fourth composition being streamed from space. And as I was mentioning, I wanted to create something very particular. And besides the video with the quantum ballerina, Dr. Merit Moore, that will be premiered tomorrow, here you listened to a very particular recording. The recording, also, this was an adventure inside the big adventure of the project ASTROBEAT. The recording was done at NYU Abu Dhabi Art Center by Gazillion Records. Gazillion Records is a student-run label that is coordinated by head sound engineer Professor Matteo Marciano, that guided the students in working on this particular recording. And in fact, several microphones were used, plus there are also some technicalities that in case Professor Matteo Marciano makes it in time to connect, I would like him to describe. As I was mentioning, this beautiful artwork has been created by artist Risewan, that later on will tell us a bit about her work and about the creative process behind this masterpiece. Now, next, let me update the interface. We have Professor Carlos Guedes. Professor Carlos Guedes, that I will let him introduce himself very soon, created the suite that soon you will be hearing. And just a second, Nicholas, I make the spotlight for Carlos, and I will give you back the presenter rights for the streaming. So, as I was mentioning, Professor Carlos not only created the suite that now you are going to listen and that he will shortly introduce before the discussion later on, but also with him, thanks to the collaboration initiated by Professor Andrea Macciò that you met in the streaming on Monday, we created the Space Music Contest that allowed students to have a possibility to have their music featured in space. We had really a landslide of submissions, and in the commission beside me and him was also Professor Marciano and Tina Guo and Steve Mazzaro. It was very hard for us to choose, so we decided to expand the possibilities and we selected two winners. But now I would like to focus on Far Out. So, hello, Carlos. Good evening, because it's Abu Dhabi. A few words of introduction about yourself and a short introduction for the public about the suite that we are going to listen now.
Thank you, Leonardo. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, everyone, wherever you are. First of all, I would like to thank Leonardo for his unbound generosity for extending an invitation to NYU Abu Dhabi to be part of this project, to launch the competition for the students and to invite me to present a piece. I'm extremely grateful for that. The university is very grateful for that as well, Leonardo. Of course, we're also grateful for the astronauts who are now on space, pressing play on the recordings. The piece, this piece goes like full circle because I composed this in 2020 for a sci-fi animated forms play that was about space. It was about traveling in space. There was a story of these statues from corporate buildings that were feeling very lonely on Earth, and then they decided to just go engaging on a trip across the universe to find new places to be. So it's about courage, about resilience, about resistance, and this was done in the middle of the pandemic, and everybody was in isolation. So the music kind of portrays all these aspects of isolation, of belief in something good to happen, and then in the end, you know, the last movement is called The Saga Continues, Brian, which is actually dedicated to my friend Brian Waterman, who's watching the stream, is bringing new hope to everybody and to the world.
Okay. And so now finally people will be able to experience this. And after, Carlos, when we are in the roundtable discussion, I would like you also to mention some of the techniques you used, because you are also professor of composition. So here we are really enhancing the research value also of the space art part related to ASTROBEAT. So in reality, it's me that I'm really honored that you were super happy to join this adventure and put your experience and expertise to support ASTROBEAT. So thank you very much. Now, you're welcome. I give again to Nicholas the spotlight. So Nicholas, when you are ready, we can listen to the streaming of Far Out. Carlos, really wow. This is truly impressive. And I'm so happy that this now became sorry space qualified. Of course, there is a lot that can be said. I would love you to give us an insight shortly after the end of the streaming. And really, I heard a tons of synth, a tons of techniques. It is truly amazing. So really congratulations. So now, Nicholas, thank you once again for taking care of the interface. And then now we pass to the first of the two winners of the ASTROBEAT Space Music Contest. They are both two very talented young students. The first one is Summer. So, hi, Summer.
Hello. Hi, guys.
Hi, Summer. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Very good. Are you in the States now?
I am in the States. I'm in Los Angeles.
Okay. So it's pretty early for you at the moment.
It's 7 in the morning.
Amazing. So, before listening to the streaming of your composition, I would love to have a few words about you. So, for you to introduce yourself to the public, and also a brief overview of the composition that was selected to be now on board ASTROBEAT, and also for who is following us. Now, the International Space Station is again on the sunny side of our planet Earth, and in this moment is flying over South America, and you can see that in the map down below. So, please, Summer.
Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Summer Reed. I study music business at NYU Steinhardt, and I've been making music for about 3 years. And this is actually the first song that I made with the intention of release. And it's about the first time I connected to like nature and my family on a family reunion. I was trying to pull like these lily pads out of the water while me and my family were boating. And I realized that they were all connected at the root, like a very strong root. And I could either take it and kill it and separate it from its family, or leave it there and let the system like continue and let the ecosystem grow, because I was only there on vacation. And so I sort of wrote it about the power of understanding the importance of family and holding space for the people that are closest to you. And the first, it's inspired by nature. So yeah, that's pretty much
Okay. So what surprised me is your creativity, what is already very mature, despite your young age, and really all of the commission was really, for the beauty of the composition that now we are going to listen. After, in the roundtable discussion, I would love also, in your case, to know a bit more about the creative process. So now, thank you, Summer. Nicholas, I give you back again. Okay, just a second. Okay, Nicholas, when you are ready, we can go with Little Books by Summer Reed.
Scared to lose you in the journey.
this burning. We'd walk the world aglow, aglow. Feel the visionary wonder of the circle. Can you see it now? And if I could glean a path out of the shambles, I'd still need your sense and soul. If I had the power to fly, I'd still come back for you in no time. There's not a bright enough star to keep me in the sky. Do you see what I mean? I would never leave. I would never leave. I would never leave. I would never leave.
This is truly a beautiful jewel. So thank you very much, dear Summer. I mean, it shows a level of maturity that is really promising, and also not bad at all as a debut single for your career, having it streamed from space. So thank you very much, and soon there will be some more words from you about the creative process. Next up is another very talented artist, which is Nadine Kabani. Hi, Nadine.
Hi, everyone. My name is Nadine Qabbani. I'm so excited for the streaming of my song. So a little bit about me. I am currently a lawyer in training, but I graduated from New York University in Abu Dhabi with a double major in legal studies and music. And a little bit about my piece. It started off very experimental. I had the base of just the piano to begin with, and then I really wanted to sound more ethereal and more space-like, I guess. And so I tried to incorporate synthesizers into the piece, along with some string instruments. And then with further development, I also decided to incorporate a few other instruments to give it a bit of more uniqueness to it. Yeah, and I hope you enjoy it.
Nadine, thank you very much. I want to add that I met you in person with Summer last April, and also we had the opportunity to meet again during my visit in September. And I will say this for the public, you are very talented, and what I really noticed is that you are also very humble, despite being so extremely good already as artist, and also as a polymath. I wish you all the best for your career. After the streaming,
Thank you so much.
you're welcome. Also in your case, later we do a little chat with the different people that took part in this project, and I would like to know a bit more about the creative process. Okay, so
Okay.
thank you. Now again, I give the connection to Nicholas, and when you are ready, you can start with the streaming of No Gravity by Nadine Kabani.
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me? Yes. Okay. Yeah. Hello, everyone who is watching live. My name is Aris, and I'm based in Germany. I'm an architect and artist. So, I'm one who wanted to bridge art and science together, and my art mostly focused in emerging technologies and space exploration, and and I aim to merge facts and fictions together, and my work is mostly inspired by Japanese manga art and also Leonardo da Vinci artwork. So if you see my work, it's mostly influenced by their masterpiece. And
now I pull up your artwork so people can see it again online. Okay, please.
Yeah, yeah. And then I also design, like in my daytime, I'm an architect. I also design various projects from buildings and also spaceship design for some various EU affiliation, such as TU Delft and ESA. And then my current work is called Engines of Eternity. It's about a rotifer sent up to International Space Station. We need to study the data of the processing of DNA. So I created a long piece of artwork. If you're interested, you can see in my website or Instagram. Yes, and then it was exhibited this year in ESA Open Day 2024. And yeah, I hope to inspire the next generation in terms of innovation and the wonders of the universe. Yeah, thank you. And then about the artwork of this Black Sun together with Professor Leonardo. Yeah, we thought about a freedom to explore into space. So it's like a vivid imagination about humans which have been in space for a very long time. So she or he explore into the realm of unknown, and you can see the body of the humans is actually hand drawn, and with the imagination of the spinal cord and everything is expanded because you are living so long in space. So, and then the wings represent the freedom for exploration into the unknown. Yeah, this is somehow the merge of hand illustration and also some computational aid into this piece of artwork.
Okay.
Yes.
And being also you a polymath, of course, there are multi-layers, and it's really amazing what you created. So really, thank you so much, dear Riz. And just as a reminder, tomorrow there will be the premiering of the video clip together with Dr. Mary Moore, the quantum ballerina, so quantum physicist and dancer. And just to remind again that this composition was recorded and produced by Gazinian Records at NYU Abu Dhabi, thanks to this student-run label guided by Professor Matteo Marciano. Now, quick word so we don't extend the times too much from again from Summer about your composition, Nadine, and after Carlos before going to the closing of the event with Dr. Francis Delicata and director Roberto Tiscio. So Summer.
Hello.
Okay. So a few words about your creative process for this composition.
Yes. Okay. So I had a friend who made the basis of the beat. They made the piano, and then I sort of helped produce the pads. And then I had another friend who I originally wasn't going to finish the song. I just recorded it. I recorded it in October before I went to Abu Dhabi. And the person who helped me record it was just my best friend and thought it needed to be finished. And when I was gone, they added more strings and little guitar plucks that you hear towards the end. And there's a bigger sort of expansive outro. And then they mixed it in time for me to do the performance. So I don't know. I wrote the first verse pretty quickly. And then I came back the second day and recorded the chorus in the second one. So I recorded all the vocals in 2 days. And then it really only got finished because I was abroad and my friend was just like, this needs to be done. So yeah. And then when it came time to release it, I had my sister do the artwork on the cover. And I just had her sort of draw like little aliens, like white beings, like on the back of this scene of nature because I knew it was going to go into space. I just sort of manifested that. And then when it was time to release it, I had to release it under a different name because DistroKid didn't think that there was just this messed up thing with DistroKid where I had to release it under the name The Light. And so I think this song is probably the easiest song I've ever done. And it came to me relatively easier. I think that having other people really helped me produce and sort of take the reins in. I had a girl playing violin on the end while I was in Abu Dhabi. Really took the creative pressure off of me. And so I pretty much only focused on my vocal performance and the lyrics and making sure the strings were right. But everything else was just kind of a labor of love through my friends and I, which makes it even more special.
This is a very beautiful insight. Also, what you said that it came naturally. So once years of studies really click in, creativity sometimes comes easy, and you really did something very beautiful. Also, for who is following us, the links to the creation of Summer, Nadine, and Carlos will be shared on social media, so you can also follow them and listen to more of their music. So thank you very much, Summer. Now, Nadine, a few words from you. Now, you already mentioned about, in your case, the creative process. I would like in this time a bit about the concept itself and the emotional part that you put in your creation.
So for the concept, I usually just like sit there and try to think of a tune that I would want to listen to with like as a base of piano and then create that. And for this, I really focus on the concept of space, of at the time when I was composing this piece, I was I was throughout like the last year of my university, my last semester in university, and I was kind of unsure what I wanted to do in life, where I wanted to go and what I wanted to continue to do. And so I felt like I was just like floating aimlessly, and it felt like I don't have a purpose for the future. And so that's why this piece is it has like a certain kind of flow that tries to emulate that feeling. And so I use that kind of emotional basis to kind of feed the creative process itself. And yeah.
Okay.
Is there anything else you'd like to know?
I want also to say that I really want you to continue with your music career, and I want you to start publishing, since now you are also, you studied, you are an expert in the field, to publish your music accessible to everyone. So you can start with a DistroKid account that can help you with Spotify, iTunes, and so on. So please keep it up, and you should be truly, truly proud, both for you and Summer, for this achievement, because not so many people had their art in space. Now, before going to Simone from Voyager Space, before the official ending greetings, I wanted to leave the stage to Professor Carlos Guedes, that can give us a bit more an insight about the suite that we listen to, above all to give the tools to the general public to listen to it properly, above all when after this streaming they can go on social media and find your productions.
Thank you, Leonardo. Yes, so this Far Out is part of the soundtrack of A Distant Thing, which was a play by Teatro de Ferro, the Iron Theater in Portugal. And they were doing an animated forms play, so they're like puppeteers. We had this wonderful plan of doing this with me in residence in Portugal to compose the music for the play while during the rehearsals and stuff like that. But then the pandemic hit, so I ended up doing all the music closed in my studio, not this one, but another one at the time, and rehearsing with them over the internet and over Zoom and stuff like that. So this music pays homage to the sci-fi movies from the 1950s that had these soundtracks performed with analog synthesizers. So I use a lot of analog synthesizers, as you could listen, and kind of this kind of psychedelic kind of sound that I really enjoy, and I classify it as being retro futuristic. So the idea was to in a sense pay homage to the composers that wrote this type of music for the films in the 1950s, the sci-fi films in the 1950s, and doing something that was also very contemporary, that talked about isolation and loneliness and all that we were undergoing at the time with COVID. So in a nutshell, that's basically it.
It's
Regarding
very, very evocative, really evocative and cinematic. So I think you really did a super refined, high-level job. And also the audio production is stunning. And just for the public, this is a remastered version. So if you want to spend just to close a few words about this remastered version.
Yeah, well, this was I had a brilliant student here, Ahmed Mitri, who's from Egypt and is a musician and producer now. I asked him during the summer, because we're all in isolation. I asked him, so would you like to mix and remaster this music for me? And he said, sure. So it was again, this back and forth online with him submitting the mixes for me to listen to and me sending him feedback about what to do and what not. So this was all done. Probably the only piece that I had that was completely done remotely. All the relationships. I never actually saw the play live. I only saw the play and as a video recording. So this is a very interesting way of composing and of developing a collaborative
and of
work.
using technology, because besides the analog synths, being everyone remote, plus now having your music on board the International Space Station. So this is really unlocking a new dimension, and thanks to technology. Yes. So thank you so much, Carlos. Really, I am truly honored for the collaboration with you and your contribution.
Well, and thank you, Leonardo, for making all this possible, and also thank you, Nadine and Summer, for submitting such beautiful music, because it actually made or demonstrates a good demonstration of the amazing work that we can do at New York University in Abu Dhabi.
Yes, and also you have a really incredible facility, so really obrigado. And with the very few words that I know of Portuguese. Now, talking about technology, I give the stage to engineer Simone Filippo from Voyager Space that will provide a quick overview of how is made, how are the main steps of a space mission. And after, we will go to the closing greetings by Dr. Delicata and director Roberto Tiscio. So, Simone, please tell us, tell to the public, also for artists that are interested in having their music or art in space, which are the milestones of a space mission, and what does it mean to collaborate with Voyager Space?
Absolutely. So thank you very much, Leonardo. Yes, I would just like to give an insight of what space mission really is. So there is not only the launch and the experiment part, which are the big steps, let's say, but there is a lot of things that have to happen before to allow some experiments on the ISS. So basically, what we are talking about is actually the safety process. So everything that goes on the ISS needs to be checked. So it can be a vehicle that just attaches to the ISS, but basically anything that goes to the ISS needs to be safe also for the astronauts that are on the ISS. So it is divided in 3 phases. We have phase 1, which is the preliminary data collection, which then have to be submitted to NASA so that they have an idea of what the experiment will be. Then on phase 2, we have the freezing part of the design. So you can't add any more details from now on. So this is the step right after which we have the testing campaign. So in order to go on the ISS, we have to make sure that everything works. So the testing campaign is one of the biggest steps, let's say, before actually putting something in space, because we have to test the functionality of the experiment as on orbit on Earth to see if there would be any possible errors or issues, basically. And then on phase 3, we just take the data from the testings and we just all agree with NASA that the payload, which is the experiment, is ready to go on the ISS. So usually,
sorry to interrupt you, Simone, because you are wonderfully explaining. I wanted just to give a disclaimer that now these are the main phases, but there is really a huge groundwork to go through these phases. So it's just a specification because it's really challenging, and also I want you to highlight the role of your team. So also from your side, there is an incredible amount of work to be done with super tight deadlines. So if you want to add just a couple of words about it together with your presentation, I think it would help the people following us to understand it better.
Yes, absolutely. Let's say that the whole process actually takes, in a normal condition, up to a year of preparation. So 12 months is the standard timing. And at 5 months, we have, before launch, obviously, we have the closing of of all the documentation with the phase 3 that I was talking about earlier. And then we have to send the actual experiment to NASA so that he can store it until launch. So this whole process takes up to 12 months. What is it very incredible and amazing of what we've done also with MCAST is that we managed to reduce that time to 5 months from kickoff, sort of from the starting of the experience of the whole campaign with the safety and everything through the launch, which then have been delayed, but we were ready much ahead of the time in only 5 months from the launch. And then obviously we have the launch process. So we are actually right now on point four, so on orbit ops, and actually with today's live streaming, the ops will end. And then we'll have just to wait for the return of the payload to MCAST University for analyzing the data. So just undocking of the Dragon capsule, splashdown, and retrieval of the payload. So
I appreciate you say just undocking. In reality, also these are incredible complex.
Just undocking.
Are incredible complex and challenging operations, and also they need to be done in full safety, because even though there aren't astronauts coming back with the cargo Dragon capsule, the payload needs to be protected because it's of utmost importance that we are able to have the payload in the same conditions in which it was on board the International Space Station, to be able to properly analyze the results and the samples. So we had already some preliminary data that are really, really encouraging. The experiment worked amazingly from a mechanical point of view. And I also use this occasion to thank once again you and your amazing team for the extra support that was given also in this occasion. And yes, now I really appreciate how you were able in very few minutes to give a proper overview. I want to just again to tell disclaimer that is really, really challenging. And yes, we were able to shorten to 5 months, a 12 months process, but it was really, really extreme with a sleepless night, and also dealing with the different time zones doesn't help at all. But of course, we are all the team here in Malta, Ireland, Abu Dhabi, Houston, and Italy. We are super proud of what we achieved.
Amazing team.
Both for science part and for the artistic part, that also boosts enormously the outreach and dissemination, like we're doing today, about space science. So thank you so much, Simone. I'm really happy for your contribution. And now I give, we start with the closing remarks and closing greetings. And I wanted to give the stage to Dr. Francis Delicata, which is the researcher point of contact for the Applied Research Center that at MCAST is interfacing with engineering, and in our case with aviation, to support the development of, in this case, an incredibly complex project. So, hi, Francis, please.
Hello. Hi, Leonardo. Hello, everyone. Thanks, Leonardo, for involving me in this. It was a big pleasure to listen to the music compositions. It's not every day that MCAST is involved in something like this. On behalf of the research office, we're very proud to be part of the project. It was a pleasure supporting you. Congratulations to everyone. Congratulations to Nadine and Summer. It's beautiful pieces of music. And yes, I mean, we're looking forward to further collaborations, even though this project was, you know, as you explained very well, you know, the project was quite challenging, you know, due to the tight deadlines.
And it's still not finished because we will have all the post-flight analysis. But hopefully
yes,
we will be able
yes.
to brief a little bit better at least.
Yes, so I mean, we look forward to more collaborations, and you know, congratulations on your success. And I'm sure, you know, you'll have many great projects in the near future.
And thank you so much, Francis, for your support, and also for the support for Lorna and all your management that helped at a national level in Malta to grow and to bring things to the next level. So really appreciate it. Thank you very much, Francis. And now,
of course, thanks, yeah.
Thank you. I want to give a spotlight to Roberto Tiscio, the Director of Aviation, that is a key person, and without him, we wouldn't have the aerospace program at MCAST, and a few years back, we wouldn't have started the activities leading to this moment. So, dear Roberto, if you would like to give us some closing remarks about this adventure. So now, as Simone from Voyager Space was mentioning, the operational part is ended with today, so with the artistic part. And now there will be the return of ASTROBEAT back to Earth, so to splash in the sea outside Florida, from Florida to Houston to Malta, and we will see to Dublin and Abu Dhabi. So there is still a lot, but today we can really celebrate because the operational phase is done. So please, Roberto.
So thank you very much. Hello to everyone. For me, honestly, it was an honor to see, I mean, this amazing team working together. I mean, I'm very excited to see what will be the post-process of all this data and all this information that you are gathering at the moment. And for us, it was really an amazing experience. I mean, looking at this, let's say, super team working together, it's something amazing as well. I believe that this experience and even the, let's say, the capacity of the capability of Leonardo to, let's say, to involve people from different disciplines, different branch, sort of joining arts with technology, with the science, with engineering. It's something very nice, and his passion, I think, managed to, let's say, to involve so many different aspects over the space. As he said, he always repeated the same sentence, which now I start to memorize. In the space, there is space for everyone. That's very nice because in a way, you open opportunity to everyone to be, let's say, involved in these projects and to create a sort of momentum where many people feel interested about the space, which is not the case normally. So it's important to have this sort of strong passion and involve people in what you believe and what you like, I believe. And again, thank you very much to everyone.
Thank you to you, Roberto, and above all for the continuous work that is behind the scene, because here there is the technical part, but also the bureaucratic part and the managerial part. And Roberto, being a manager, has been in charge of this part, supporting enormously the project. So thank you on the behalf of all the technical team. So I'm super happy of what we accomplished today, and thank you, Roberto, for your kind words. Now, next steps, as it was mentioned, is the return of the payload back to Earth. And after we retrieve the payload, there will be the very, very delicate operation of retrieving safely the samples, measuring them, doing metallurgical analysis, and analyzing the data split between Southeast Technological University, led by the team of Dr. Mark Wiley, which is the co-author of the idea of using cold welding adhesion to repair spacecraft damaged by a space debris impact, and at the New York University Abu Dhabi with Professor Andrea Maccio and his team at the Center for Astrophysics and Space Science. So today is a milestone which I'm truly proud of, both from a professional and a human point of view. I thank you all. And this stream will be available on YouTube also later on. So there will be also the end of the links to listen to the beautiful compositions that were streamed. Thank you once again and see you